Hello everyone, we are at beautiful Marshall Millpond. It's very windy today, so the sound could be a little bit muffled. We've got a shiner on the line, well, a chub on the line from DNS. I'm gonna use this dock to toss them out as far as we can, because that's what we always do. And we want them to get in the middle of the millpond. Now this millpond doesn't actually have any depth, unfortunately, so even in the middle, it's about 3-4 foot deep, 4 at most, probably more around 3. But that doesn't really matter. All right, it's out there, and hopefully a big catfish gobbles it up. By the way, we are fishing today for pike and catfish mainly, but if there's a muskie in here or something, it's okay. I'm also kind of fishing for walleye because annoyingly they did stock walleye in here and they keep taking my bait. So fishing is gonna be kind of difficult with a walleye in there. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, and if a walleye bites, it bites. Before we start fishing for anything else, I want you guys to witness the awesomeness of this 15-foot sea rod. I think it's actually 13 or 14. I'm gonna back off a little bit so you can see the rod compared to me. You can see like right here. Well, I don't know if you can see like how tall the rod is, but the rod's over twice my height. And can you believe that this rod was actually donated to me by a guy at the Dells? I thank the Lord every day for all the donations I've gotten. Still haven't gotten a sponsor for my car, like the car repairs and the gas mileage, but everything else with bait and equipment, I'm pretty good. So truly blessed, but yeah, looking for, you know, more sponsors and stuff like that all the time. So yeah, 15-foot or at least like 14-foot sea rod, very, very nice. All right, folks, we got the 15-foot rod. It might be a little too big for me to actually like throw that far, honestly. But we got a chub on the line, still good and alive, I think. And we're gonna toss them out as far as we can into the abyss. The catfish might actually be on the opposite side of the pond. This is the widest part of the mill pond, so it wouldn't surprise me if the catfish were on the other side. Definitely not like unexpected. This is like a massive surf rod, by the way, so I'm not very good at tossing these. Yeah, I suck at tossing these, but I can go a lot further than that. But we're gonna go with that for right now. Yeah, I need to figure out how to toss it better. But either way, we got 2 baits out there, and hopefully we'll get a good fish. All right, we're gonna fish for some pike now. We got the lures, and the chubs, obviously the pike will eat as well. We're not gonna go through to all baits until nightfall. The mono setup I'm using is one of those Rising River spinners, and 10-pound or 12-pound mono with 15-pound leader. Hopefully this will get a pike or a bass. That would be very, very nice. Either one would be great. I've caught both in the mill pond before. A lot of the pikes and the bass I catch like right by the shoreline. So hopefully this will get a bite. I don't need to throw it that far to get one, but I'm sure there's plenty out in the mill pond as well. All right, something has bit the 15-foot rod. So rod's already paying dividends. I mean, it was always paying dividends for me because I'm not the one, I didn't actually pay for it, but it was given to me. But that's a good fish. Probably a cat. It's not fighting like a cat. I don't know. Definitely might be a cat though. That's nice. Oh yeah, love this big rod. Okay, now it is a cat. I'm gonna go over there and try to land it. Man, they're putting this like 15 giant pole. I gotta jump and then get this over because the line's obviously over the other one. Putting in some work already. Rod's putting in some work already. It's way out there in the mill pond though. I'm hoping it's a pike, but it's probably a catfish by the way it bit. I will take that though. Probably a channel gato. Glad I can get it all the way out there. It'd be a pretty good pike if it was a pike. But definitely a fish. Oh yeah, that's nice, my friends. That is nice. The cats aren't that big here. They're not as big as the ones in Mendota, but there we go. It's coming up. It's coming up already. Is that a catfish? Yeah, it is. So shallow here. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. Probably a 6-7 pounder. I have to tighten the drag on it soon. Otherwise, it's never gonna come in. But yeah, channel gato fish, we'll take it. We'll take it. Man, I really wish they had flatheads in here. That'd be awesome. Marshall's only like 20 miles away from me too. So it's only 20 miles away from me. Getting it would be nice. All right, just go on down here and try to lip it. Although lipping channels probably isn't the smartest thing, but I don't really want to grab the necks back there. But yeah, something already bit. Big pole, paying dividends, man. Shooting it out far. I was hoping it'd be a pike though, because there are pike in here. I've caught like several in here, but maybe not. Channel catfish. Thinking it's gonna be a pretty good day. 40-pound leader. Very, very nice. Channel fish. Nothing special. Channel fish, but we will take it. We will take it. Oh, it almost got out of my hand. Channel fish. All right, it's grunting. Let's get it back. There we go, and it gatos on off. All right, that was nice. We've got another chub on the line here. Oh, smacked the screen with it, but we got another chub on the line here. This thing is so big. Got another chub on the line here. I'm gonna toss it out back into the abyss, and hopefully we can get a pike on this one. I'll take a couple of catfish. Man, I really wish they had flatheads in here, but it's probably, I don't think there's anywhere on the pond in this, like, you know, couple 100-acre pond that's actually deep enough for flats. Honestly, it's a nice toss. And yeah, we'll just wait for another bite. I feel like with the sun setting, we're gonna get a couple more, and it's about halfway across the Millpond. So yeah, it's good. Now they did stock walleye in here, quite a few of them, but I think those are more like Riley depth than here. And those are definitely post-dark, so after it really gets dark, I am expecting my bait to get stolen pretty often. Haven't gotten any pike yet, so maybe not in this part of the pond, but I did catch like a 30-incher here a couple of years ago. And I caught like some small ones here as well. So there are pike here, but they're a little bit more rare, probably, unfortunately. Because I would like to catch a big fish of death. I also think one of the reasons that the catfish are so successful here is because there's a gravelly bottom all throughout this range, and that's really good spawning grounds for cats. I think that's probably the reason. There's like so many good catfish here of eater size. Not really good size, I think they're overpopulated. But yeah, eater size, like somewhere between, oh, I just had a hit, but that was a catfish as well. That was not a pike, that was a catfish. I could tell from the kind of like the silvery smooth skin, something tried to eat it, and it was right next to shore. I was hoping that would hit again, but I don't know if it'll hit again. Fish tend to be pretty smart. I think we got one here. Yes, we definitely got one here. It's still on. Second fish just as it's getting dark. Very nice. All right, the problem with this giant reel is we gotta wait a while before we start reeling. That's definitely a fish. It's a good one. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take anything right now. Second fish. It's probably a cat, but I'm definitely hoping. It does show you that they are definitely more out there. And this one is definitely on the other string. So we'll have to get that light on, because that one is, yeah, see that one's definitely on the other string. So we're gonna have to somehow go over here. Likes to kind of shove out that way. I doubt, even if I let it, I don't think this cat can actually take the string, so it's okay. So that was interesting. Okay, there it is. Another catfish. This pond's full of cats. Hopefully they, more than a couple bite, but it's another small one. Channel fish. I'm just throwing a lot of live bait, hoping that by chance someone did put a big flathead here, but does not look like it. Does not look like it. Channel catfish. Not huge ones either. A little bit disappointing, but I will take it. I will take it still. Still a nice fish. I can just flip this one. This one's not very big. Channel catfish. I think this is what's hitting. This is what was hitting at my lure as well. Channel catfish. Channel fish. All right, let's get more bait in the line and hope to catch a monster. I know there are 10-pound pluses in here, but they're rare. See it, channel catfish. Boom. There you go. I'm gonna go out on the dock and toss this one out as far as possible again. Like the really far out ones are the, oh no, that one just got a hit. That one's right next to shore. And we will get that one as soon as we get this one out there, because that one looks pretty big actually. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We'll take care of that as soon as we take care of this. There we go. It's nicely out there, and now we're gonna get to the one that's closer to shore. That's definitely a fish. Let's turn the light on. I think it might be a bigger one by the way it hit, but some are just more aggressive than others. Make sure I got some drag. I don't have any drag. That's why it got out so much. There we go, we have drag now. Oh, it's out that way, nice. This one feels bigger, but I don't think it's actually that big. I think like if I didn't have any drag and this was like a Madisonian catfish, I would have just taken the pole or like would have broken the line by now, but either way, it's a feisty one. I like that. It's a nice catfish there. So get that up and get this up so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go, got a nice catfish there. That's slightly bigger. Probably like closer to the size of the first one than the second one, but this one was wandering pretty close to shore. I don't know if I can lift this guy up, but I can. Shore's not very, oh yeah, that's the biggest one tonight so far. Another one, I feel like it's gonna be pretty good tonight. This one's probably like 2-3 pounds. Bigger than the last one, but still definitely not a monster. So yeah, channel catfish, third one tonight. Channel catfish, woo! Back into the river it goes. Life's good when you're catching some fish. We got some more cut bait or dead shiners from DNS, and we're definitely tossing them out there. Just not very far on this one, because it doesn't need to be very far to catch fish, obviously. And just maybe like 20-25 feet offshore, golden. All right, my friends, I'm gonna go over to my car and grab my stand for my light, because it's getting dark out here. Get some good, like, you know, third angle views out here. But I think it's gonna be a great night of catching catfish and maybe some pikes too, because I have definitely had pike bite perch and also bite the suckers, and not just only suckers, but the chubs after dark. They never bite the bluegills after dark, but they will bite like the more streamlined, softer bodied things after dark. So yeah, the car is really messy because it's essentially my fishing car. But yeah, it's good, man. It's a good night. Oh yeah, see some shakes on that pole? That's definitely a fish. Oh yeah, oh, see that? Yeah, that's a fish. That's a good fish. Took a little bit of drag too. All right, let's get it. Let's get it, folks. Turn the lights on because you know you want the other view too when it gets close. They're circle hooks, so I don't really need to set them. They are set by themselves, which is why I love circles. They're great for YouTube recording, by the ways. If you don't have circle hooks, get you some circle hooks, my friends. Looks like more of them like out in the depth than here. But yeah, get you some circle hooks, my friends, if you don't have some. They are awesome for like YouTube fishing. It's not even like, yeah, you gotta get some circle hooks. Otherwise, like, you know, these are not heavy at all, man. These are Mendota cats, I'd be in trouble because they just run me around the dock. I always just keep hoping that there's a pike out there somewhere. Oh, this one's actually got enough to get some drag going. That's nice. It's always nice to see that drag ripping. But it's coming in. Don't have a choice. Can't tango with me, fish. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. There it is. That's pretty small. I always hope to see like the dual fin pike thing, but oh, it went under the dock. But it's coming. They don't have a choice. Got no chance against me. Feisty little bugger though. Another channel. Fourth one for tonight. Man, life is good today. Life is good today. See that? See that? Channel catfish. Nice, nice. But these aren't big, so, but they're kind of fun to catch. They are quickly eating all my live baits though. Another one, pound or two, channel catfish. Very, very nice fish. Very, very nice fish. This place would be so boss if it had flatheads, but it doesn't. Get you some flatheads in here, stalkers. I know they stock walleye in here. Why not flatheads? As I've said, I'd be fishing here all the time if it has flatheads, but I only come here like once a year or twice a year because they don't have flatties. All right, 60-degree water. There you go, catfish. And I got the one off. See you, fish. All right, folks, let's get a little bit more of this other chub back into the water. Man, I don't know how deep the maximum point on this mill pond is. I think the maximum point on this mill pond might only be like, realistically, like 5 or 6 feet deep. They got to make it like 10 plus, you know. That'd be really good for overwintering for fish. Otherwise, like bigger fish may not be able to survive here. It's probably why there's only channel cats here. I mean, I don't think even before like flatheads made it this far up the Manesh, because I know they're at the Manesh crawfish confluence, but not so much this far up the Manesh. There used to also be, like 30 years ago, there also used to be, man, I'm having a hard time like getting this out. But anyways, like 30 years ago, I know for a fact there used to be a mill pond over at Waterloo as well, but they took that out a couple of years before I even came to Madison, and I've been here for a long time. So it's been gone for a while, but dang, man. That mill pond had bigger fish, I heard. All right, see if we can get some more. Need a couple more, that'd be great. You know where would be a great place to fish for catfish this time of the year outside of Mendota? That Dunkirk mill pond. Absolutely Dunkirk mill pond. But I don't want to go there tomorrow because it's like cold, windy, and rainy. And that generally sucks when you're fishing. Also, depending on the day, realistically, Marshall Mill Pond actually does stay good for catfishing up until like mid-November, depending on like how the weather is at that time. But people have reported them catching catfish here through mid-November. Obviously, there's always pike and walleye here. I think a snapping turtle just took my other bait because something bit it in half. Guys, I know there's a fish out here. It's going back and forth. It's not bad. I'm gonna turn my headlights on so for the other view. Love them circle hooks. Love them circle hooks. All right, guys, let's get it. This one's the one closer to shore. There you go, that's a good fish. Not a big one, I can tell. Pretty good one, still, nonetheless. Another catfish, we'll take it. We will take a gato fish. These gato fish are very awesome. Small one though. Oh, it's a jumpy one. Ah, yeah. It's a jumpy one. They're either close to shore or way out. They're not like halfway. That's what I've noticed. So we're gonna move that other pole. But 5th catfish, this is a bigger one. This is most likely around, oh, it's like 4 or 5 pounds, maybe like 3 or 4 pounds. It's not huge, obviously. Tried to eat a fallen sucker. Peace, rest in peace, sucker. All right, that's a nice one. Let's make sure I don't fall in the Manesh. Oh yeah, it's got some weight to it. Not like 5 pounds or so. Nice fish. Biggest one so far tonight. Maybe like 3.5, 4 pounds. I can remember when I thought these fish were big catfish. How times have changed, my friends. How Lake Mendota has completely changed my perception of what a big catfish is. Nice little grunting channel cat. Grunt, channel cat, grunt. All right, you know what, put him back. See ya. There you go. All right, people. Let's get this back out there. Pretty close to shore, maybe like 20 feet off. That's where they at, man. 2 of them have been caught very close to shore. The other 2 way out in the abyss. So we're gonna move one of the poles. All right, it's nice, it's nice. My next video is most likely gonna be in St. Louis. Be fishing the Missouri, the Merrimack, maybe even the Mississippi, but probably mostly the Missouri and the Merrimack, going for gigantic blues and maybe even some wipers. Now, I don't really know too many wiper locations in St. Louis. If you wanna fill me in, let me know, because I would like to get a couple of big wipers. Never caught a big wiper before. Some people do ask me, like, you always fish at night, aren't you ever afraid? Not really. I mean, part of it's because I'm a guy, and it's mostly women that are afraid, and for good reason. There's some pretty evil creeps out there. But generally, like, I know where it's kind of safe at night, like in this little town. Not much gonna happen at night. I can take care of a couple of rowdy teens and just, like, you know, kind of chase them off if I really need to. But yeah, even in like places in Milwaukee, you just like avoid the ghetto and stay in the richer parts of town, and you're just generally good. It's about like knowing where to be. Like, you don't want to be like in the hood at night, but if you're like in a richer part of town at night, you're perfectly fine. It's like in Chicago, you know, if you're on the Magnificent Mile at night, you're probably okay. But if you're like by the Sox Stadium at night, then you might not be okay. just, you know, kind of like know where the good and bad parts of town are, like, you know where the crime is, and you should be fine. I have to say, these Rising River spinners are pretty good. Like, I actually got like one or two swipes from a Catfish at these during the day. Like, they didn't hit at night at all. And then like something actually bit onto it, but then it got off somehow. But yeah, these things aren't bad. These are quite good for stuff outside of salmon fishing. Check them out, Rising River on Facebook. All right, we got another bite here. You can see that. Pulled out a lot of drag before I even got to it. See that? Yeah, pulling out drag. I like that. Okay. Calm down, fishy. Calm down, fishy. I gotcha. We're not gonna have the other view because wind's blowing pretty hard, and if I do that, this one's heavy. If I do that, yeah, like the light's gonna fall over. The light's gonna break. So just gonna reel this one in. Man, 6-1 tonight. Not too bad. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Not even 8 o'clock yet. Adjust the light to be correct. Man, I really wish I had giant lights on my head, but whatever, it's fine. This one has some fight to it. There it is. There it freaking is. That's not that big, it's just feisty. Looks like closer to shore is the way for this to go. The other two haven't gotten hit in a while. But yeah, 6-1 for the, oh, that one's decent. It's decent size. I think it's about the same as the last one. I might be a little bit bigger. I like that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, it is bigger. It's definitely bigger. It's probably like 6, 7, yeah, that's by far the biggest one tonight. Still, nothing compared to the Mendota ones. I think it's like 5, 6 pounds. Nothing compared to the Mendota ones, but definitely the biggest one for tonight. It's nice, it's nice. I think I might actually need the net for this one. Let me go get it, it's right over here. Because I don't want to like try to lift this one up. This might actually break the pole if I do. But yeah, it's nothing for this net. It looks like they're actually pretty close to shore right now and not way out there like I thought they would be. So yeah, it's interesting. You know, I mean, realistically, there's no reason for them to be out there because most of the Menesha is literally like, well, all the entire area over here is like at most 3 feet deep, so there's not like much deep water for them to hide in. This one's got some spunk to it. It's fat. Can't deny that, it is fat. I don't think the habitat's big enough for them to grow too much bigger than this. But, so they don't get Mendota sized, and plus there's too many of them here for them to get Mendota sized. Oh, there we go. Nice, nice catfish. 7 pounds exactly. Not the biggest one I've caught here, but definitely one of the bigger ones. About half the weight of the average Mendota catfish though. All right, let's put this thing back in. A little bigger fish, so nicer drop. Still a drop, but nicer drop. There we go, catfish. And it's gonna just gato on off. See ya, fish, see ya. Well, it's about time to leave. The rain started to come down. It's gonna start coming down harder soon. Got a lot of catfish today. Still kind of disappointing we didn't get a pike with either the spinner or the baits. But hey, what can you say? You do what you do, right? And you hope for the best. But we did get fish today. This will be my last piece of content in Madison for a couple of weeks. Hopefully you'll join me in my adventures in St. Louis when we go for gato fish grande. Yeah, the fish basically here stop hitting after 8 o'clock. So maybe like 2 hours after like dusk, they really just stop hitting pretty much all together. It's always like, you know, the hour before sunset and the 2 hours after sunset when they actually hit. If you go any further, they probably don't hit. Once again, just channels here. There's a couple of walleyes that stole a few of my baits, some bullheads and some carps here. No flatheads, but if you want to like stock flatheads, the DNR is most welcome to do so. So they are native to the Menesha, just much further downstream along the confluence with the Crawfish River. But this would be a pretty good habitat for them if there was such a slightly deeper spot for them to actually overwinter. If you know like what the deepest spot in this Millpond, in this Marshall area is, let me know, because I would like to fish that spot. And I think it'd be very interesting to fish that spot in the spring if it's reachable without a kayak. So like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications button, and I will see you guys later.